What's up, geeks and gamers? It's Jeremy coming to you with another video. How's everybody doing today? Trying to pull the chat up right now. Let's see how many we got in here already. All right, we already have a few people joining us. Hope there are tacos. Now, I am doing the live stream from my computer. So we're going to find out what's going to happen when we hit 1,000 likes. I am not doing this from my phone. So let's see what happens, guys. How's everybody doing today? We have a lot to discuss. Memphis Dale, what's up? Thank you so much for the congratulations. And it's a congratulations to all of you. All of you. Can you hear me okay? Because I'm talking through my microphone. Can you hear me okay? And am I showing up on screen okay? You can hear me okay? I'm not a mirror image because I'm looking at myself, but I want to make sure that you can hear me okay. Little laggy, okay. I hope and if this doesn't hold up, we'll restart it again. But yeah, how's everyone doing? We've got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna let people join in first. We have about 200 people watching, 50,000 subs. Incredible. I can't believe it. I didn't bring tacos. I apologize. I'm so damn sorry that I did not bring tacos. I'm trying to catch up on Twitter. There's so much going on right now. 212 watching. Cup of choice is Superman. All right. Kennedy must be fired. I'm out of tacos. Man, you guys wanted some tacos. I apologize. Hey, from England, what's up? Darth Punk, thank you. The fans strike back. Back with another video. That's right. Back with another video. You need 100K for the silver plaque. We're working towards it. And it's because of all of you. Where's the apple juice? The apple juice is in the Superman cup. Go Sacramento Kings. Pizza High. Tico Taco. Chimichangas. And today, damn, I subbed before 20,000 or something. You know, we've just been growing so fast. This thing has been in January we had less than 1,000 subscribers, and now here we are at 50,000, and it's beautiful. There's my buddy Ivan Ortega, and he says no tacos. He feels triggered now. Yeah, I was just on Twitter being accused of being a racist on Twitter. Which is very funny. That's a compliment in 2018. Another video. Well done. Thank you all so much. So we've got people joining in. I'm going to give us a few more minutes to see if we can get a few more people joining in before I start getting into the topics we want to discuss. Yes, I have been called racist again. It's almost a daily thing at this point. So Star Wars Explained is going to need a bigger boat. Thank you all so much for all the kind words. Incredible stuff. Incredible. Man, there's my boy Odin's movie blog. Yeah. Aaron C said it right there. Growth this year has been insane because the Last Jedi backlash must be real. It absolutely must be, because my channel would not have grown if it wasn't. People using racist so much crap that the world lost its meaning long ago. Yes, it does. It has no meaning. When I was growing up, it meant something when you called someone a racist. That was like, man, that was bad. But it gets thrown around so much today that it's completely lost its meaning. And that's the danger of overusing these words. These words should mean something. They should carry weight, and they don't. Cameron McGregor, let me pull up chat on my phone. It's easier for me to keep up with it on my phone. Alrighty, Cameron McGregor, thank you so much. Good drive. Americans and Canadians have that in common. We know what a road trip is all about. So I love driving. I can't stand to be the passenger. I'm scared to fly because I'm a control freak. Eventually I'm going to have to fly. But yeah, I had a good drive. Just got back in from Atlanta about 10 minutes ago. I barely had time to see my dogs and my family before it's time to jump on here and talk to all of you. So I'm really excited. So, okay, we've got 400 people. So let's kind of get into a little bit of the topic here. 415 people watching. Thank you all for joining. First and foremost, I want to give a sincere thank you for the support. You all give me confidence to continue to get on here, speak my mind, and just tell it like it is. And like I said in my video a little bit earlier today, that's not always the easiest thing to do, to get online and do that, because you're always going to face some criticisms. And just the confidence that you all give me to continue speaking my mind is incredible. So I just thank you so very much. And let me see if I want to put this. I've got a different thumbnail I want to put on my video if I can. I don't know if it's going to let me. And I can't from here because YouTube is being stupid. But so today has been an interesting day, to say the least. We were lucky enough to have the great Jeremy Jahns comment on my video. And I really appreciated that. Obviously, I mentioned Jeremy Jahns' video earlier, and it was really cool for Jeremy to reach out and just comment on the video and be very respectful. And I've always been a fan of Jeremy Jahns, so it means a lot that he would throw the support his way for the video. So I greatly appreciated that. And then we had let's see, Pauly D says, new to these parts, dig your channel, spitting the truth. Well, thank you, Pauly. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And I think you'll have a lot of fun here. Everybody's saying congratulations. Thank you so much. Keep bringing it. I love it. So then earlier, someone I've never publicly mentioned, Mundane Matt, decided he wanted to call me out and tag me on Twitter. Respect for tagging me. A lot of people won't. So at least he tagged me. And Darth Hater says, this channel has grown because you help give all of us a voice. You use the platform, or you use the platform you have very well. People notice. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much, Darth Hater. So Matt decided to call me out. And, you know, that's cool. That's part of it. I've never mentioned Matt's name publicly, but hey, if that's the game he wants to play, that's fine. The way I look at it is I'm not interested in getting into YouTube drama with people. I would think as YouTubers, especially someone like Matt, who has grown his channel, someone that has went through the grind of the early days of growing a channel, he knows what it takes. He's been successful. And now he is in a slump right now. If you go to Social Blade, which after he tagged me on Twitter, I was like, you know what? Let me go look at Social Blade, and let me look up at Matt Jarbo's numbers on Social Blade, just so we can see exactly what's going on here. So if you look at Matt's Social Blade numbers, and if we sit there and go, why is he calling Jeremy out? So the last 30 days, he's lost 520 subscribers. And his views are down 16% in the last 30 days. So that translates to his money is drying up, and he's looking for a reason to stay relevant. And, you know, I have no ill will towards Matt. Memphis Dale says, keep up the hard work and support. I support everything you do, and we will defeat Kathleen Kennedy, and Campia is a joke. So, yeah, so, of course, you go to my Social Blade, and I'm not bragging. I'm just saying, like, why is he calling me out? Well, his subs are dying, and mine are moving up, so I have a target. I don't wish anything bad for Matt. Matt has a family. This is Matt's life. This is his job. I hate to see anybody losing, you know, their opportunity to provide for their family. But just focus on your own channel, Matt. I wouldn't worry too much about me. There's going to be a day where my subs aren't growing at the rate they're growing too. I know that. I'm aware of that. But I'm happy that we're doing well now, and we're going to continue to grind and push the momentum. I've always liked Matt's channel. I more so watch his $3 Theater stuff than his main channel. But if that's the game he wants to play, that's the game we can play. But for me, just do your thing, bro. Worry about your own channel, and I'll worry about mine. I've been through some YouTube drama in the early days of this channel growing. And then when I say the early days, just a few months ago, when we were below 20,000 subs, Star Wars Explained called me out. I initially took the high road, and then things kind of went downhill from there. And then I basically did a Tupac hit 'em up video talking about Star Wars Explained, and I dropped about 50 something F-bombs is what people counted. Eventually, that video got flagged by YouTube, and it was age restricted. I didn't know what that meant at the time, and it scared the hell out of me. I thought that I was going to get blacklisted on YouTube, so I put the video to private after Alex and I talked, and we got things squared away to the best we're going to get them squared away. We got them squared away. And so I took that video and put it private because I was scared of what that meant. Now, looking back on it, it's not something that was going to hurt me, but I didn't know that at the time as a young YouTuber. So, yeah. So I'm not really interested in getting to a lot of drama. There's a lot of channels that have been throwing shade my way, and those channels have been on the decline. So there's a direct correlation to them being jealous of me and other channels, not just me, but other channels that are on the rise. And so that's what they want to do, is try to discredit. And that's fine. That's what they can do. We're going to continue moving forward. I'm not worried about Mundane Matt. I'm not worried about Hello Greedo. I'm not worried about any of these other channels that seem very bitter. I'm worried about Star Wars. And that's what I'm going to focus on. And at some point, this channel will pivot and we will move on from talking about Star Wars every single day. Or maybe we will talk about Star Wars every day, but we'll talk about other things too. But right now, I'm buried in Star Wars content. And that's what we are going to do. All right. Ricky Ray says, you are the best. I just found these shows and started with Campia, but dissenting opinions are not allowed there. Thanks for being honest and open. Thank you, Rick Ray. And you're damn right. All types of opinions are welcome here. In my video earlier, I mentioned Star Wars Junkman, and he and I disagree fundamentally on a lot of things Star Wars, but we have common respect. And I think that's one thing that is suffering right now is open dialogue and respect. Nobody is going to agree on everything. That's just not possible. So if we don't agree, let's have a conversation. Stop throwing blanket accusations. Stop throwing racist and sexist claims at everybody that has a different opinion of you, and start asking questions and open dialogue and say, hey, instead of going, you're a racist and a sexist because you didn't like The Last Jedi, why not say, hey, what exactly didn't you like about The Last Jedi? And then we can have a conversation. But that seems to be in short supply right now. One of my favorite screen names, the Hunky Chunky Funky Monkey. Thank you for the super chat. We all know Kathleen Kennedy is doing an Empire Strikes Back loop. The solo numbers are bad. That's not true. That's impossible. We just gotta hope no one will fly the Falcon in this and save her when she falls down the shaft. That's such a great name. Sean Stevenson, thank you for the super chat. All right. C. Katina 28 says, congrats on 50,000 subs. Now come to Kineticon. Hey, I would love to. I'm all for traveling. I love to travel. So any conventions that we can make an appearance, I'm more than happy to. So that definitely could be in our future, in the near future. Your video froze. Did anybody else's video freeze? Are we still good? Let's make sure we're still good. Let me make sure we get some confirmed comments that we're still good. Good. Okay, come to England. David H. wants me to come to England. There's that Star Wars girl. What's up, Anna? All right, so we're good. All right, cool. All right, so yeah. So that's the Mundane Matt situation. I'm just not interested in YouTube drama. So let Matt do his thing. I'll do my thing. And at some point, I'm sure we'll both be okay. Chad Campbell, sorry if you talked about this, but Solo seems like a higher quality. It is higher quality than The Last Jedi. Not perfect, but the opening weekend woes are clear. And if Solo is a better direction, how do you make that known? Well, I think I've heard more positive stuff about Solo by far than I did The Last Jedi. But I don't know if the problem is John Caston is on Twitter right now continuing to make excuses. He's continuing to go back and forth with the fans. So I don't know what their play is. Chuck Wendig is fighting with the fans right now. So clearly it seems like some of the upper people have backed off a bit, but some of these other people that are still within Star Wars are still fighting with the fans. As long as they're going to fight with the fans on social media and throw bombs, we're not going to go see your movie. It's that simple. So Chuck Wendig blocked me a while back. So I don't know. I don't know what his deal is, man. That dude is off the rocker. So the Mr. Pete channel, congratulations on 50K, brother. Jeremy, you deserve it. Thank you so much. Matt77C Solo didn't hate it. I just found it pointless. Star Wars fanboy, you good? Beware the 1,000 likes. No, let's get the likes up because I'm streaming from my computer now. So we're doing this from my computer. We don't need to fear the likes. So let's get those likes up. Let's blast those likes through the roof and see if we can withstand the 1,000 like threshold. We made it yesterday when we were streaming from Ivan's computer. So we'll see what happens. And if we crash, then we know. And YouTube has been in contact with me. They said that they have the link to the 7 streams that did crash. They haven't given me any solid information yet, but we'll see how it all happens, how it all plays out. I need to respond to them, but I've been on the road all day, so we will find out. It's going to crash. Have I seen Just Right's analysis on The Last Jedi? I don't think so. I don't believe I have. Stickbit79, congratulations on 50,000. The force is strong with you, Jeremy. Thank you. Michael Baya, do you think Star Wars will come back? I don't. Yes, I do think Star Wars will come back. I don't. Star Wars is too strong of a brand to not be relevant. We just need the right people involved with the creative process of Star Wars. No matter how bad Star Wars gets, if you put one person in charge, like a Dave Filoni, that respects the franchise, respects the mythology, and understands it, Star Wars fans will come back as soon as that happens. I firmly believe that. CC Star Wars says, did you see that it's time for more sex in Star Wars article by Brian Pruitt? It's weird. Not sure if it's satire or if he's being serious. You know, they're throwing a lot of ridiculous articles out there now. I saw the headline. I didn't read the article because, like I said, I've been on the road, but I did see the article. And it's just, man, it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Some of the crap that they're throwing out. Did you see Dork Side of the Force? Dork Side of the Force. Now, again, I only saw the headline, but it said Solo is like by far better than Infinity War. That's the headline. They're just throwing haymakers out there now because their relevance is running out. Like, they have little to no relevance. It's really bad. Are we blind? Deploy the likes. Yeah, let's get those likes up. Let's see what we can do on the likes. Because, again, I'm streaming from my computer. I think we can withstand it tonight. I think. We're going to find out. Brian Mills, I thought protesting Solo would lead to the movie itself being blamed. That was before I realized how much it was going to fail. Hashtag fire Kathy. I agree. Riest Draconis. I think I said that right. Riest Draconis. I think that's how I said it. I apologize. For nothing other than honesty in the face of adversity when the easy way would be to give in. Thanks for keeping it real. Well, thank you so much for that. Thank you so much for the super chat. And more importantly, thank you for the kind words. Really do appreciate that. Jungle Junkie says Dork Side. What the fuck? Solo better than Infinity War. Wow. The two are very different movies. They are. Well, I mean, I haven't seen Solo, but there's no way it's better than Infinity War. Infinity War is just fantastic. So, that explains why you're not mirrored. John Talks Star Wars. My boy, John Talks Star Wars. Congrats on 50K, Jeremy. Thank you, John. Everybody go subscribe to John Talks Star Wars. Great Star Wars channel. Great guy. If there's any type of news I miss, John is typically on it. So you will get everything you need between he and I, and obviously the other channels that are all kind of linked together. So thank you so much, John. Michael Paulak. Why did ABC, aka Disney, respond so quickly to Roseanne about her tweet, but have stayed silent with all of the SJW nonsense and fan bashing? And I talked about this the other day on Twitter. I don't want to dive too deep into politics, but it is relevant, so I will give my opinion. Disney is and again, I have no problem with anybody on the right side or the left side of the political process. I do have a problem with the far left more so than the far right. I'm not saying I'm a fan of either, but the far left is just awful. And Disney leans far left. There's just no doubt about it. And if you say that they don't, then you're not paying attention. Roseanne, in isolation, did Roseanne deserve to be fired for what she did? I can see that. As a company, you can do whatever you want. You're paying her, and you can tell her that you can fire her for anything or nothing at all. And if you don't feel that it reflects what you want for your company, then I fully support that idea. But why do people like Jemele Hill at ESPN, which is owned by Disney, get to say the things that she says about the president of the United States? Why did they hire Keith Olbermann at ESPN, who said what he said about the president of the United States? Why does Joey Behar get to keep her job after she offended Christianity? Why does it seem when it's something that disrespects things on the right side of this process, it's not a big deal? But the moment somebody opens their mouth and it disrespects the left, fired immediately, end of discussion. The double standard is the problem I have. I have no problem with Roseanne being terminated based on her doing something that the company doesn't see fit. What I have a problem with is the double standard, and there is a massive double standard. So that's my take on it. Richard Zavala got into it with a streamer who called you and Ethan a liar about Kathleen Kennedy. I told him to cite one lie you told. He couldn't and threatened to ban me. Yeah, I mean, the things that are going around are crazy. PS says live with everyone in G&G for yesterday. Hey, so you were live with me and Ivan. Awesome. We're almost to 1,000 viewers. Let's get those likes up, everybody. I'm streaming from my computer, so I think we're going to be good. So I don't think we're going to hurt the situation tonight with the likes. We shall see. Odin's Movie Blog says, just when I thought Lando doinking a droid was bad. Yeah. Another good up-and-coming channel right there, Odin's Movie Blog. He's, I think you're still under 100 subs, but he's doing some good work, and I appreciate him. Solo Dunadane. Jeremy, you say you love The Force Awakens. Why? It was a poor man's A New Hope. Rey could use the Force like a master just because, and it gave the bird to practically all of the Star Wars EU. Okay, so The Force Awakens. And in isolation, I still do love The Force Awakens. I thought The Force Awakens had a very difficult job when it came out. It needed to please the original trilogy fans, and it still needed to blend in the new characters, and it needed to shy away from the prequels. Even though I love the prequels, I'm not oblivious to the fact that the prequels are extremely divisive. I know that the prequels have a huge fan base out there, but there's a stain with the prequels, and you don't want to be associated with that. So based on what they were trying to do, and that's all I can take it for, is what are you trying to do? Based on what they were trying to do, I was happy for the most part with the new characters. I loved Kylo Ren in The Force Awakens. Loved him. I thought Kylo Ren had so much potential. James Lloyd Tiffer says, congrats on 50K. Thank you. I thought Kylo Ren had so much potential in The Force Awakens. I thought Kylo Ren was almost like he mirrored what the fans would view the next Star Wars villain as someone that lived in Vader's shadow. That's how I took Kylo Ren, as an insecure version of Vader. And clearly that's how he was perceived. Now, whether that was their intent, I don't know. But I looked at it because the fans always looked at it and go, who's this next villain? He can't live up to Vader. He can't live up to Vader. And that's how Kylo Ren perceived himself. And I thought that was a really cool commentary on the fandom. So I loved that. I didn't love that he took his mask off. I thought Rey was a great character in The Force Awakens, but it was all based on the fact that I thought we were going to get answers for Rey. I thought we were going to get so much. That entire scene at Maz's castle with Rey touching the lightsaber, hearing Yoda, hearing Obi-Wan, these are your first steps, seeing the flashbacks, that was a deep moment. I wanted to explore that moment more. I wanted to find more out about it. All of the anticipation with Rey. Snoke. I love the mystery of Snoke in The Force Awakens. It's hard to say now, but like at the time I was fine with Han Solo's death because of Kylo Ren, because I felt that they needed to take Kylo Ren somewhere, and I felt that Han's death was going to be the thing that took him there. But it's all gone downhill now. That's why I say I can't watch The Force Awakens anymore. But I loved the note that we left on with Luke, all the mystery, all the suspense. I really loved that movie when I watched it. And The Last Jedi took everything that I loved about that movie and just pissed all over it. So that's my problem with it. I'm so far behind on Super Chat, but a lot of people have wanted my explanation on The Force Awakens, so I wanted to put a little more meat on that bone. Let's see, Brent Parr. If The Last Jedi split the fan base, then Solo should equal half Rogue One opening and total box office. This lines up with that, what we've been saying. Thoughts? 100%. I truly believe that a slight over. I've always said that that I thought it was a slight majority of the fans hated The Last Jedi, and I feel more confident in that more than ever. And the numbers are supporting that. They just are. So people are just in denial, man. Just like earlier, that person was tweeting me saying, to give me the excuses for the Solo box office, going, it's because it opened up 6 months after the last movie, and it opened up after Infinity War. And I'm like, what are you talking about? MCU movies are opening up 2 and 3 months apart, and they're still pumping out billions. And Deadpool was a huge success, and it came out a week earlier than Solo, so it was even closer to Infinity War. And it's a closer linked movie because it's a superhero movie, and it's a rated R superhero movie. And Deadpool was still more successful than Solo. So you can't use the Infinity War excuse. It's garbage. So there's just so many excuses. It's absolutely crazy. Sean Stevenson, hey, Jeremy, fight the good fight. Hashtag FetCot rock on. Thank you so much for all the congratulations. I really appreciate it. You guys are amazing. It's so many comments to get to. I'm sure many of you are destroying me over The Force Awakens response. And that's fine. That's fine. I get it. I feel like The Force Awakens is being retroactively hated on. I'm not saying no one hated it prior. I'm not saying that. I know there were people that were against The Force Awakens. I get it. And that familiar aspect of The Force Awakens to A New Hope, I think that actually pleased a lot of people. It really did, because we needed that familiar feel from the original trilogy. And I felt that was intentional to kind of give that familiar feel, lay the foundation, lay the groundwork. Basically, J.J. Abrams, I felt, threw an alley-oop pass, and Rian Johnson just needed to come in and dunk it, take it home for the win. And instead, Rian Johnson just bobbled it, threw it down, knocked all the air out of the ball, kicked it down the street, and then flipped off the fans. That's what he did. JJ threw him a great alley-oop. All he had to do was dunk it. But Rian Johnson had to be Rian Johnson. So all right, see, a few people are supporting me for my TFA. A few people. And somebody earlier said in my comments, Jeremy, how are you the truther, but you admit to liking The Force Awakens? That's part of telling the fucking truth. Do you want me just to tell you what you want to hear? Because if that was the case, I wouldn't be telling the truth. I still, you know what though? I did say, because I'm so fed up with Star Wars, I am going to destroy my copies of The Force Awakens on camera with my golf club. That will be happening soon. So just wait for that. That I will record it here on this channel. I'm going to set up my Blu-rays and my DVDs for The Force Awakens, and I have multiple copies. I'm going to take my golf club, and we're going to just blast it. So just wait for that. That will be coming soon in the very near future. So that'll give you all something to look forward to. And again, and that's it's the point of that is to emphasize how frustrated with Star Wars I am, considering how passionate I was after The Force Awakens, and even prior to Rogue One. All right, I'm so far behind. You guys are blowing me up right now. Did you play Disney Infinity? Do you want a figure? I did play Disney Infinity. I enjoyed Disney Infinity. I don't really want any figures now. I have the Anakin and the Ahsoka figure, and I have a Kylo Ren figure, and that's good. I appreciate the offer, but yeah, I just because that game died, which was kind of sad that it died off. All right, I got to catch up on some comments here, guys, so I apologize for falling behind. Let's see here. R. Kelly says, caught a bootleg of Solo the other night. This movie pissed me off more than The Last Jedi. Absolutely hated it. Nothing like Han Solo's character. Wow. Okay. That's pretty harsh. I haven't heard many people say that it pissed them off more than TLJ, but that's interesting. And R. Kelly, you're always here, so appreciate that. God dang it, man. You guys are blowing the chat up. Richard Zavala, congrats on 50K. You lying liar, and the lies you tell about Kathleen Kennedy. Just kidding. Love you, man. May the force be with you. Thank you so much. Michael, it's amazing to me that they can't even make Star Wars movies as good as they were 40 years ago. 40 years. For fuck's sake, Atari was being developed back then. No cell phones, no social media. Shaking my head. It's true. Jedi Council was a shill fest today. That guy Joseph said we need less white guys directing and need a female director. Just give us a good movie. That's from Darth Caesar. They really say that again. That's such bullshit. Like, that's like me. Like, I'm a big sports fan, okay? I'm watching the NBA right now. And that's like me saying, oh, we need less black dudes in the NBA. No, we don't. We don't. Growing up, I was a Michael Jordan fan, and I made fun of Larry Bird because he had short shorts. Michael Jordan was cool as hell, and I made fun of Larry Bird. Now, Larry Bird's one of the greatest, truly one of the greats. No hate, but I'm just saying that was my perception. When I was young, I never said, like, Dad, I can't relate to the NBA because there's no white people. No, I just want to see the greatest people, like the greatest athletes do it, and give me the best people possible to direct movies. I don't care what color they are. When I watch a Denzel Washington movie, one of my all-time favorite actors, I don't see a black man. I see a great actor. That's what I see. It's so ridiculous. Let's see. True Blue Knight. What do you think Lucasfilms and Disney are going to start passing out the Kool-Aid? Oh, wait. When do you think Lucasfilm and Disney are going to start passing out the Kool-Aid, huh? They are desperate right now. They are desperate. I'm telling you, they're desperate. Jonathan Wilson, 50K. Well done to all the team. Time to get the golf clubs out and do some disc bashing. It's going to happen. It's going to happen. So that just shows you guys how much I care about you. As much as I do, like, this is me trying to bury The Force Awakens because, again, as someone that enjoyed it so much and saw it so many times and watched it on Blu-ray so much, this is going to be a symbolic way of showing how bad The Last Jedi hurt things. Catherine Aubrey, congrats on 50K from Australia. Thank you so much. Henry says, destroy all of them, not Ivan's cut. Ivan's cut's going to be amazing. I can't wait for everybody to see it. The hunky, chunky, funky monkey. Disney and Lucasfilms aren't accepting that there's a boycott because of the word boy in it. We need to call it person cut. That's fantastic. I've got to screenshot that and put that on Twitter. Give me a minute. Oh my God, that is so good. That is great. Oh man. If I can get caught up on super chats, I'm going to let's see. Anti-Kathleen Kennedy and Ryan Johnson shirts in the halls of celebration. Oh, just keep your eyes out. We're working on some things. Trust me, we're working on some things. Catherine Aubrey ordered my Soylor shirt yesterday. Can't wait to get it and wear it. That's what I'm talking about. Gray Mage, I will give a dislike because I love your content to counter the 1,000 likes. I think we're good. I think we can. I'm on my computer now. I'm not streaming from a smartphone, so I'm fine if we get up to the 1,000 likes and let's see. We can see what happens. But I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Let's see. S1RD2. So solo sexuals only give Han jobs. All right, let me I'm going to Twitter really quick and I want to post that super chat. There we go. Super chat gold. We're live. Join us. If I could type super chat gold. We're live. Join us. Okay. The hunky monkey chunky. I can't even remember your name now, but I just tweeted your super chat out because it was that damn good. Bryant Greer, add Kukathkin nickname to in the future videos. That's so damn funny. Jeremy, you were lighting Twitter up today, man. People were being bitchy. Yeah, they were. They really were. My bad. I said Wikes. Any predictions on Ant-Man 2? That's from Doc S. I am looking forward to Ant-Man 2. I loved the first Ant-Man. I did not expect to love the first Ant-Man as much as I did. And I'm a huge Paul Rudd fan, and I have a longtime crush on Evangeline Lilly. She's one of my favorite actresses. I'm a big fan of Lost. So she's from Kate from Lost. And so Ant-Man and the Wasp, I'm just really excited for it. I think Ant-Man has a chance to maybe bust 750 million worldwide. I think the first one did 500? So if Ant-Man can bust 750 and Solo can't even break 5 million, that's all you need to know about Star Wars. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Ant-Man too. Jackal says Red Letter Media made a good comment saying that that Infinity War made them interested in seeing the next Avengers movie. TFA left them feeling of wanting the next movie too. The Last Jedi did not leave that feeling. That's, you know what? And this is a good point right here. Infall 1403, curious about this. Other than Rian Johnson, Star Wars trilogy other than Rian Johnson's Star Wars trilogy, has Rian Johnson been offered any other jobs in Hollywood since The Last Jedi? Probably not, but probably because they think he's going to be tied up for a while. But let me get back to Jackal's comment. And that's true. Okay. I was kind of getting a little burnt out on the MCU in the last several films, and I still love Guardians of the Galaxy 2, but Homecoming left me kind of meh. Ragnarok left me kind of meh. Doctor Strange I didn't like. I just found myself not being very excited for MCU movies. And then Infinity War happened and blew my effing mind. So, I mean, it's just as simple as give us good movies. And yes, you nailed it with the Force Awakens. I left that theater that night, couldn't wait to see episode 8. Even when I walked out of the theater after I saw episode 8 and I was telling myself I liked it, I was blown away. I was like, oh my gosh, so great. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, this movie's not good. But I couldn't admit it to myself. It took me so long because I didn't want to accept that there was a bad Star Wars movie. I did not want to accept that this movie broke it. I could not accept it. It took me a few days to really come to that conclusion, and I still struggled with it because I wanted to like it. But The Last Jedi it just broke the fandom, and it broke the universe. And it's so bad. And it gets worse and worse every day. Russ, hold the way. Agreed, TFA gave us new hope. Nostalgia was powerful, but when Rian Johnson crapped on The Last Jedi and Kathleen Kennedy crapped on its fans, I was pissed. Please say hi, Katie. Hello, Katie. How are you? Thank you for watching and joining us. Cameron McGregor, multiple copies of TFA. You watched them all at once? No. I bought the Steelbook, the regular Blu-ray, the Blu-ray DVD combo, and then I have it on digital also. And I think I got the DVD too. I'll have to look and see. But there's going to be multiple copies of TFA that are going to be destroyed. The only thing I'll have is my digital copy when it's all said and done. Because I'm not going to watch this movie again probably ever. I can't see Episode 9 repairing the damage that The Last Jedi did. Jackson of Ruin and Darth Kathleen Dekeen are the spirit of decimation of Star Wars. They worship the power of the franchise destruction, each one of them. That's from Brian Greer. I love your play on words, Brian. I really do. Mackenzie Goff, if Kathleen Kennedy and Rian Johnson leave, how will they fix the series? Good question. First things first is hire Dave Filoni as the head of creative. You don't have to put him in charge of Lucasfilm as the studio yet. Maybe you have Kevin Feige work with him for a few months and transition him as the head of Lucasfilm, but definitely put Dave Filoni in charge of creative immediately. And then we're just going to have to trust Dave, and it may take Dave some time to get things fixed, but that's the best thing I can see right now. SGAM Bill 12162682. How can Star Wars survive with The Last Jedi as canon? I'm worried. And that's kind of what I just said to Mackenzie Goff is even if they hired in Dave Filoni today, it's still a big uphill battle because they're going to leave The Last Jedi canon. They just are. There's nothing we can do about that. They're not going to just eliminate a $1.3 billion film from canon. They're not going to do it. That's not possible. Sean Stevenson, it amazes me how quiet Kathleen Kennedy has been. This channel helped me with my decision to boycott. Solo, shout out from South Africa fan persons. That's amazing from South Africa. Thank you so much, Sean. Jada Pearl says, sending you love and support. Thank you. Thank you so much. 1,000 likes, still crashing. I'm on my computer, so we're going to find out here in a minute because we're at 858 likes. So we're going to find out. I'm on my computer. Pablo Hidalgo needs to go for show. Yes, he does. CMDR Legendi. Congrats, Jeremy. Thank you so much. The trilogy is unfixable. Give the next one to Denis Villeneuve or Peter Jackson. Dwayne Morris, do you remember the good old days when the biggest Star Wars controversy was having a black stormtrooper? And it is amazing how quiet Kathleen Kennedy has been. She has been incredibly quiet for the past 5 months. That's very telling. Hugo Stevens says, "Hi, Jeremy. Came over from Hello Greedo's live stream to say hi to all my new friends at Geeks and Gamers. Solo, no, we are the Rebel Alliance." Well, thank you, Hugo. Appreciate that. And I know a lot of people are going to say you shouldn't be in Greedo's stream. That's cool, man. Unlike Greedo, I actually support you supporting other YouTubers. It's not a problem at all. So I hope his live stream is going very well. G Snaps, help us, Dave Filoni. You're our only hope. Yes, he is. All right, we're at 912 likes, guys. What do you want to do here? Do y'all want to go ahead and bump it on up to 1,000 likes and see if it crashes? I'm on my computer. Yesterday on Ivan's computer, we did not crash. If we crash, I will start back up. All right. True Blue Knight. Which one in worse shape? Lucasfilms now or Jonestown post-poison Kool-Aid suicide? Love from Australia. Lucasfilms in terrible position right now. They really are in bad. And it's not, if you look at it in isolation, we still have, hang on, I got to pay attention to this live stream really quick. Because you guys are getting us really close, and I'll jump back. So let's go ahead and, I want to record it. So let's see what happens. Okay, I'm recording now. Let's see if we crash. I'm on my computer this time, YouTube. So we're at 993. Are you going to crash me again? I'm just doing this for, okay. Well, all right, we made it. We made it. We made it. Woo! We made it. All right, we're good. We're good. All right. We made it, guys. We broke the glass ceiling. We made it. Oh, my God. I got to get back in this chat or I'm going to lose these super chats. You guys are freaking out right now. Oh, my God. Hang on. God damn it. Cavs or Warriors? Warriors for sure. I'm trying to pull everything up here. These fuckers. Okay, the Nenster. Filoni already created a perfect retcon device in Rebels, The World Between Worlds. If it gets bad enough, he gave them ways to do a Days of Future Past. You're 100% right. I agree with you completely on that. So we made it over 1,000 likes, guys. So we're in good shape, so we can keep liking this mofo. That's what I'm talking about. Now there's no more fear of the like. I've got to switch phones because my note is dying. So let me get everything pulled up on my other phone. Give me just a minute. Ivan broke the crash curse. Look, Ivan, this shows how great Ivan is. Ivan has greatness beyond anything that we can understand. So Ivan is the man, and he single-handedly cured our crash curse. Bryant Greer, keep up the good fight, Jeremy. Soon Star Wars is ours. I almost said social justice wars because that's what it's become. But you're right. Soon Star Wars will be ours. That's right. 1,000 likes and we still made it, guys. We made it. We made it. So it looks like it could be an Android issue because I've done it from Android devices and that's when it's crashed. I'm not really sure. That's so strange. I mean, Google Pixel. That's made by Google. Google owns YouTube. Kind of weird that a Google Pixel is crashing on a live stream. Jeff, the Iron Wolf, Jeremy, my man, congratulations, but stop calling social justice warriors that because they are not for justice, just a bunch of vengeful crybabies or VCBs. It's a good point, and I totally understand that completely. I think it's more just a joke that we call them that because they're fake warriors is what they are. Crispy Chips, sequel trilogy should be canceled like the Clone Wars unfinished. Yes, you're right. It should. Unfortunately, the Clone Wars shouldn't have been canceled, but it was. So I get what you're saying. Russ, hold away. Could they possibly they get Filoni to recut The Last Jedi, reshoot some parts, bring it back to TFA timeline, Lucas style, and then onwards and upwards? Could they? Yes. Will they? No. They're not going to do that. That would be the ultimate sign of admitting that they were 100% wrong, and they're just not going to do that. Disney's not that type of company. Cameron McGregor, maybe part of condition to sell to Disney by George Lucas. Kathleen Kennedy ruins it so he can come back and triumphantly save us. Nobody will complain about Jar Jar again. That's great. That's fantastic. Hugo Stevens says, are Jesse Milestone or SC Reviews going to be guests on a future live stream? Yes, they will. Scott Solar says social justice is new speak for revenge. Let me go back to Hugo, though. Where'd it go? There you go. All right. So, yes, Hugo, I definitely have plans to have definitely a lot of our team members from Geeks and Gamers on live streams in the future with like a Google Hangout style. I would love to have Anna. I would love to get SC Reviews, Ivan, Jesse Milestone, and that's just the YouTube personalities. But Geeks and Gamers has a huge team of people, so I would definitely love to get so many of them on live streams in the future so you guys can start understanding and getting to know more of the team at Geeks and Gamers because it's more than just me. The hunky chunky funky monkey. Your phones are haunted by L337. She's stopping Android slavery. Dude, you are on fire with these comments. You are on fire. Lauren's here. Oh, is Lauren here? Hello, Lauren. I'm sorry I forgot to text you. I was running in here, driving home from Atlanta, just trying to get this live stream set up. We broke the 1,000 like barrier from my computer, so we're in good shape. Let's see. Aviation Excellence says, Jeremy, how much have you made so far? Made what? Made on Super Chats? I don't know. I mean, I can pull it up, but it'll give me a report afterwards, but I don't know, a good amount. And it all goes to a good cause. Michael Pronesti, I woke in a terrifying thought. The Last Jedi made me like TFA a little bit. What if episode 9 makes me like TLJ even a little bit? The fear is still real. I don't think that's it's hard for me to say it's possible. It's impossible because you couldn't have convinced me that The Last Jedi would make me despise The Force Awakens. You could have never convinced me of that because I've always been a firm believer that, like, even like with Spider-Man 2 from the Tobey trilogy, I don't like Spider-Man 3 at all. It doesn't hurt my opinion of Spider-Man 2 at all. Spider-Man 2 is still one of the great comic book films of all time. And even with Spider-Man 3 being crap, it didn't affect Spider-Man 2 at all. But man, the way The Last Jedi blatantly ignored The Force Awakens is just so bad. So I guess it's possible that it could, but I don't think it's probable. First G&G live stream attendance for me. Hi, chat. Glad you got past 1,000 safely, Jeremy. We're Red 09. Thank you so much for that. Appreciate it. GWD86 at Geeks and Gamers. 1K likes in a live stream. What is this sorcery? Kukath Kin says Harry the Jedi. Oh, good old Is it Bryant that came up with the Kukath Kin? Would JJ possibly retcon The Last Jedi? That is from SGAM Bill. And I think that's possible. They could do a subtle retcon. I think they could do a subtle retcon for The Last Jedi. And I still believe episode 9 may get delayed. As much as it's hard to say because that December is such a sweet spot for them right now. But they're going to have to double down and get people working their ass off. If they want to rewrite everything and fix everything, they're going to be working their ass off. I mean, they got a year and a half, but this is a major project. I just don't see it coming together. I really don't. Even as a J.J. Abrams fan, I just don't. The Chewbacca Cabra says, Anna is here. Love that Star Wars girl. Anna's always here. Anna's great. Jeremy really sounds like a radio personality. Are you saying I have a radio face? Is that what you're saying? One and only. Are you saying I have a face for radio? That hurts. I don't care. Cecil is love. You're damn right. Cecil is love. Cecil is life. Cecil is a national treasure. That's what he is. Have I seen Mahler's solo review? I have not. Darth Caesar says, not buying that they want less white guys directing Star Wars, but they could have nothing but white guys lined up in the future projects. Ryan Coogler is out there. I would like to see F. Gary Gray direct a Star Wars movie. You know why? Not because he's black, because he's talented. I've liked a lot of F. Gary Gray's movies. Now, I don't know how much knowledge he has about Star Wars, but just based on his movies that he's seen, I've liked F. Gary Gray's stuff. Wes Killingsworth, love to Jeremy and Lauren from Kentucky. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. Zozos says Cecil is overrated. You're overrated. I'm kidding. Cecil is amazing, though. That Star Wars girl says, I would rather listen to friends talk about Star Wars than the radio in this LA traffic. Cecil is a national treasure. Let's bury him. Cecil is Tico-sexual. You guys are amazing. Just happy that we have over 1,000 people watching. We have 1,100 likes. I just want to thank all of you for joining the stream. Would you like me to recap you on anything that we've talked about in the chat prior to some of you showing up? Would you like me to do a recap of a few things that we covered? I have no problem recapping some of you. Arkham Release, thank you for the super chat. Douglas London, thank you for the super chat. Why is Cecil? Where is Cecil? Who is Cecil? Yes. Sure, move on. Yes. Yeah, okay. So let me give you a quick update. First of all, 50,000 subs. Thank you all so very much. I am humbled beyond belief. I feel really lucky, and I don't feel I deserve all of the attention that we've been receiving here at Geeks and Gamers. And I just want you to know that I, myself, along with everyone else at Geeks and Gamers, are going to continue to work our asses off for you. All of the money, all of the super chat, all of the ad revenue, it is all going back into Geeks and Gamers to try to continue to build this community, this platform, improve the experience on our website, geeksandgamers.com. Everything is going into a good cause. Yes, I don't like to sit here and promote it just to be like, I'm a good guy. It's not really that, but we do donate to charity with some of the ad revenue. So all of this goes to a good cause. So I just want that to be noted. So I appreciate everything. It's not me just sitting here taking your money and buying double cheeseburgers and pizzas all day long. It's going to a good cause. Holy shit, Daniel Payne. Don't worry, we just subverted their expectations on how much we would deal with it. It's too bad Solo had to be a sacrifice. Wait, nope, sorry. Daniel, fucking thank you, man. $49 super chat. It's incredible. Thank you so much. Infernal Iris, one thing for sure about Cecil, people either love him or hate him, just like The Last Jedi. That's true. What could JJ do with Snoke in the next one? There's so many. I'm telling you, they still could make Snoke Plagueis. They still could make Snoke Plagueis, and that would please so many people. It would please so many damn people if they made Snoke Plagueis. That would make me happy. Russ Holdaway, Episode 9, opening scene, Luke Skywalker sits bold upright, realizing Episode 8 was a nightmare. Steps out hut, sees Rey stumbling up the hill. Hi from Australia. Yeah, that would be beautiful if it was all a bad dream is what it needs to be. And then the other thing I touched on earlier was, Jeremy Johns. I mentioned Jeremy Johns in my video earlier today. Jeremy actually commented on my video, and then we spoke on a private message. Just want to say thank you to Jeremy. I've always liked Jeremy Johns. I met him last year at Star Wars Celebration. He's a good dude, and I'm happy that he decided to speak out on what's going on with Star Wars. That was just really cool to me. So, shout out to Jeremy Johns. And then Mundane Matt tried to call me out on Twitter. At least he tagged me. And really the gist of how I responded to Mundane Matt is basically like, I mean, bro, I don't know why you're calling me out. I've never said anything about you. I wish you the best. I know your subscriptions are dropping. I know your views are dropping. And maybe you need to try to stay relevant. He has a family. This is his career. I don't want to see the man lose his career and his livelihood. But don't try to come after me because our channel is on the rise, and try to get some relevance out of that. I mean, as a YouTuber, you should know the grind. You should know how it is to try to get your name out there and work through the algorithms and all of the stuff that goes on with YouTube. And the fact that you don't respect that process is kind of disappointing because you've been through that grind. But I wish you all the best, and just focus on your channel, and I'll focus on mine. All right? So that's how I'm going to leave that. All right, let me get back to some super chats. Marchie's Productions. Ryan Johnson is the very existence of why we should legalize abortion so we can stop those who are born from ruining Star Wars. Jesus Christ, that was savage. Micah Mathis, you gonna plug the Vader fan film for Star Wars Theory? Sounded sad. Please, again, Star Wars Theory, his Vader fan film. We have to get this thing funded. So please go to his Kickstarter, even if you can only do $1, even if you can only do 50 cents, anything helps. So let's get this thing. This is a massive project. I'm going to be in the movie if we get the funding. So check out Star Wars Theory, support it, share it on social media, share it with your Facebook friends, share it on Twitter, tag me. I will retweet you. All of it. Just let's try to do what we can to spread the word. Star Wars Theory has been super helpful for me in helping me grow this YouTube channel. So I'm forever in debt to him. And he's been super, super positive with me and super helpful. So such a good dude. Such a good dude. Raw Mars said, keep up the good work, Jeremy. We support you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And again, I just want to give another Daniel Payne. Just your super chat, man. Amazing. Don't worry. We just subverted their expectations on how much we would deal with it. It's too bad Solo had to be a sacrifice. Wait, nope. Not sorry. And if you're not sure what Daniel's doing, that's him taking a jab back at Jon Kasdan for his stupid remarks that he made when he wanted to fake apologize when he brought identity politics into things. So shout out to you, Daniel Payne. Thank you so much for the support. Renji542, thank you for the super chat. All right, what do we got going on here? John K is a punk. Yes, he is. I saw what he did there. Jeremy, get fan jobs. I don't know what that means. When will you bring back the Mario Kart 8 stream? I would love to bring back the Mario Kart 8 stream on a weekly basis. Just nobody watched it, man. Like, I think the last one got like a total of 800 views. I'm fine with it though. Trust me, we're going to get more video game coverage soon. If I can find. Oh, I was going to show you my copy of Super Mario Kart in the box from the Super Nintendo, but yeah, I would love to, because number one, I don't get a lot of time to play games. So if we could live stream video games, that would give me an opportunity to play them and live stream and interact with all of you. So I would love to. I would love to stream more, and I'm going to look into it, and we will see. Yeah, I'll definitely check that out. Battlefront 2 live stream. I can Battlefront 2 live stream. I love Battlefront 2. I can't wait for when Super Smash Bros. Comes out. So yes, that could be my angle though, because I don't get to play games as much as I want. So if we could stream the games, I'm still working on Geeks and Gamers, entertaining all of you. We're still interacting, and I'm playing video games. That sounds like a win-win-win for everyone. So I'll get back to you on that. But thank you for the interest. Continue to ask me about it. The more you ask me about it, the more I know interest is out there. It's all based on interest level. So if people want it, I'll do my best to give it to you. If it's a game that I'm not good at, I'll either find somebody at Geeks and Gamers that's good at it, or I'll just try and look like a dumbass on the internet. Either way is fine. Sean Stevenson, if Lucasfilm wanted to win fans back, they should try to bring more stuff along the lines of Grey Jedi in Star Wars Episode 9. The Force is strong with all of your subscribers. We've all wanted to see a Grey Jedi. We've all wanted to see this in a movie. And I mean, full-fledged Grey. We want to see it. Give it to us. Give it to us. Stop teasing us with stupid tricks and just give us what we want. Not that complicated. Hugo says, one question I still have with The Last Jedi. What's happened to the Knights of Ren? Pre-shoots Rogue One could have been their origin story. A great test for Rey would be to redeem them, I think. I love Jyn and Rey on screen together. Yeah, man. I mean, that's another thing with The Force Awakens that was fascinating. I was fascinated by the Knights of Ren. And that built the element of Kylo up to me again. I love the Kylo Ren in The Force Awakens. I just did. I loved him. And the potential that he had. And the Knights of Ren. And they're never even mentioned. It just... I get... The more I think about The Last Jedi, the more pissed off I get. It just... When you first watch it, at least for me, and I know there's some people out there, a lot of you just like 10 minutes in, you're like, fuck this movie. You knew it well before I did. Watch it, and there's so much that happens in that movie that it's so hard to process it. And again, when you want to like the movie, and there's so much that happened, you don't really understand how bad it was, at least for me. I didn't understand how bad it was when I first saw it. It's the more I dissected it and thought about the ramifications for every decision. So, let's see here. Arkham released Soilicious oh, God. Soilicious Crumb, a Kwankin monkey lizard equal rights public information broadcast. To type all that, I couldn't even say it just without laughing, and I can't read. But yeah, I mean, obviously they're not going to bring Ahsoka into episode 9 as the what we would call the Grey Jedi. I want to see more Ahsoka, obviously, but they're not going to bring her into a live action movie. So they're going to have to go a different route. She would obviously be the Grey Jedi, but they're not going to bring her in episode 9. They're not. We want to see it a live action. We want to see a live action, and they're not bringing Ahsoka live action, at least not into this one. Plus, how old is Ahsoka going to be by the time episode 9? She'd be like 80, maybe. I'm not sure. I have to look at the math. Let's see. Make a podcast with SC reviews. That's a good idea. Let's see. Okay. Archerus77 says, if I find Ahsoka hot, does that make me pansexual? No, that makes you, I'm assuming you're a dude, so that makes you a normal human being, because Ahsoka is attractive. So, NorCal, a couple days ago, even forced diversity expert John Roca at Collider called out Kennedy. Mainstream finally seeing the light. The fact that you call him a forced diversity expert is beautiful. Oh my God. It's so beautiful. Michael Hand, Jeremy, you need to learn to embrace success. I can't. The moment you embrace success is the moment you start to fail, in my opinion. I remember, I'm sure a lot of you are old school wrestling fans, Attitude Era. I remember an interview with Stone Cold Steve Austin with Jim Ross after he had retired and hung up the boots. They were talking to Stone Cold, and they were like, how confident were you when you were the top guy? And if you watch the Attitude Era, you know Stone Cold was hotter than any wrestler that's ever been. Like, that Austin 316 era, nobody was close. And Austin talked about how he spent every day paranoid when he was on top because he felt the pressure to be better the next day, the next night, every day, every week. And that's part of being successful. So I have to keep that edge. And I mean, again, we're not, 50,000 is awesome and something I didn't think I would ever accomplish, we would ever accomplish. But we're here and it's incredible, but we have to stay aggressive. But I do appreciate it, Michael. You're always here in the chats, by the way, Michael. So how are you doing today? I hope you're doing good. Always supportive. The rattlesnake, Tico-sexual. Ahsoka's an alien, so I assume she ages slower. I mean, that's an angle they could go. Major Mayhem. I want Seth Rogen to direct a raunchy pansexual sci-fi comedy Lando movie, Sausage Party in Space. Oh man. Ant-Man 2 has 99% want to see on Rotten Tomatoes, no pansexuals. Cecil forever. The fact that we have Cecil comments in here is beautiful, and I love it, and I thank all of you. It's so awesome. Ahsoka did look much older in Rebels. I don't know how, but we didn't see though. We couldn't see Ahsoka that well at the end of Rebels. So I just hope we get more Ahsoka, but it's got to be Dave Filoni that's involved with it. If Filoni's not involved, then there's no point to have her. So just dad do it. Just dad do it. Kathleen Kennedy is hiding in Jen Erso's hole. Let's hope Forrest Whitaker never opens that hatch. We are the true resistance. Greetings from France. Great comment and greetings. Thank you. Queen Sheena 1 says pansexuals never asked for Solo's help. Holy fuck, man. Jeremy Johns. What the hell, man? I'm giving you a super chat just because of what you said about success. Never lose that mindset. Man, thank you so much. Fucking Jeremy Johns is in here. But it's right, man. I'm a fan of determined people. So when it's sports, I'm a sports guy. I love sports. I like Nick Saban, Alabama football. Nick Saban is the most successful college football coach of all time. Every time they win a championship, the very next thought he has is, how do we win the next championship? He never savors the moment. Christopher Nolan is my favorite director. Okay. Christopher Nolan ain't on Twitter, fighting with people. Well, of course I do, but Christopher Nolan is focused on the next task at hand. He's not interested in the drama. So that's why I was talking about with Mundane Matt and how he called me out. At this point, when I got into my drama with Star Wars Explained, when I was under 20,000 subs, when he called me out, my mindset is changing now. Mundane Matt wants to tag me on Twitter and call me out. I'm just going to wish Mundane Matt the best and tell him to focus on his channel because I don't have time for that. We're at a different level now. 50K, Alex Becker commented on one of my videos the other day, and he said Jeremy's going to be at 100,000 subs in less than 3 months. Alex Becker knows the internet, okay? So the fact that Alex Becker was watching and said that's awesome. Jeremy Johns is in here, amazing. Thank you so much, Jeremy. I look forward to meeting you again down the road. So, and you're, you're an inspiration to all of us, Jeremy. And I've heard so many of your stories about, I love the fact that Jeremy Johns worked for a movie theater and then built his own brand. And then they were reaching out to him years later, wanting to work with him. I spent most of my life in retail, working in grocery stores, and I've always been really successful at it. But when you work for a corporation, when you work for corporate America, you are not in control of your own destiny. You're sitting there and you're going to be a victim of politics, and it sucks. And I never want to go back to that. So, all right. Let's jump back on the super chat. Jeremy Johns, thank you again so much. Pleasure, sir. Hugo Stevens, the stream struggling to keep up tonight, I'm afraid. So I'll watch it to see your answers on my Knights of Ren question. I answered your Knights of Ren question, unless you're having lagging issues. I did answer it, though. Good night, Jeremy, and everyone. And you need a link to the Kickstarter. Lauren, are you still here in the comments? Go over to Star Wars Theories channel. And look in the link, the description below of one of his videos, get his Kickstarter link and drop it here in the comments for us. Because yeah, guys, we want to get Star Wars Theories channel. This Kickstarter going. I'm going to be in the movie. I want to be in this amazing Vader film. $1.1 million budget. We have to reach that goal. It's going to be difficult. Star Wars Theory has a massive channel, but it's going to take the community to come together to get this. I've talked to him personally, and he said point blank, I'm not interested in half-assing this movie. If we don't make budget, we're not making it. I like that mindset. He doesn't want to half-ass this for you, so let's not half-ass it for him. I'm so sorry if I'm behind on Super Chats, guys. I'm trying. Please tell my wife, Stephanie, to get better soon, says Jedi Cody. Oh, Stephanie, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't want to ask any details about what's wrong, but I hope you feel better. And just know that the Geeks and Gamers community is behind you. And just for that, Jedi Cody, let me make sure I'm not behind on Super Chats. Oh my God, I am behind, but I'm gonna try to keep up. So hey, everyone, for Jedi Cody, can we all just wish Stephanie a get better soon or a get well soon in the comments? Just make it rain, and I'll try to keep up with Super Chats. All right, Michael Alvarado, first time SC, but Tico Sexuals for the win. Love what you do. Thank you so much. Micah Mathis, my boy from Twitter. Something I don't understand about Doe Glover said is why you have to be pansexual to like in Star Wars. The way I see it, you can be gay or straight and still want to bang a hot alien. That's true. You don't have to be anything other than a normal person if you want to bang a hot alien. I mean, I'm not going to get on all that. My wife and kid are in the next room, so I'm going to chill on some things I could say at the moment. But yeah, I mean, that doesn't make you anything other than normal. So, Cabal Dragon, social justice warriors can't repel Jeremy's of this magnitude. Voorhees 67. What's up, Voorhees? Hadn't seen you. If I apologize if I've missed you in the comments, but glad to see you here now. Why were you surprised by Jeremy Johns? While he surrounds himself with shills, he was never a shill himself. He criticized The Last Jedi in addition to Solo. Well, I wasn't surprised by it as much as I was just thankful for it. I was thankful that he used that platform that he has, because it is, you don't, look, I've told you guys many times, I love Disney. I love Disney. I'm a Walt Disney World annual pass holder. Okay. I cry like a bitch whenever I go to Disney and watch the fireworks. Okay. I love Walt Disney World. I've been to Lucasfilm on a personal tour. I have hurt some relationships since I spoke out about Star Wars. And it's a slippery slope. It just is. Whether you understand that or not is a whole different thing. But, you know, when someone has a platform like Jeremy Johns, it's a breath of fresh air when he goes against someone like Star Wars and Lucasfilm for some of the things that they're doing. But Jeremy's always been honest. I remember Jeremy, okay? If you're still watching Jeremy Johns, okay? You didn't like Interstellar when you first reviewed it. Now, Interstellar is my favorite movie of all time. Favorite movie of all time. Love it. As a father to a daughter, that movie just rips my heart out, and it takes me places I never thought I would go. When you gave your review for Interstellar, you got annihilated by the internet. I remember that. And you were pissed about it. It can have an effect on you when people come at you like that. And his audience is so massive. He got destroyed for it. And it was ridiculous, all the comments he was facing. Months and months later, after it came out on Blu-ray, Jeremy watched Interstellar again. And he was like, I was reluctant to watch this because everyone killed me. I didn't want to give it another chance. Once he gave it another chance, he enjoyed it a lot more. But when you speak out on the internet like that with that platform, it can create an avalanche. And it is a little intimidating sometimes. So that's what I meant by it. Mark Miko, if 2 Death Stars can get taken down and Lando not screwing mailboxes, my Cavs win against the Darth Warriors. Look, man, I'm not a LeBron fan, but I respect LeBron. LeBron is the second greatest basketball player I've ever seen. Okay, he's not going to touch Jordan, but he's second, and he's amazing. Not a fan. LeBron cannot beat the Warriors with the team he has. He just can't do it. And for me to say something like that in sports is pretty crazy. But dude, he's literally carrying a lottery team into a fight with one of the greatest teams ever assembled. It ain't happening. So Ivan Ortega, my boy, my brother from Mexico. What's up, Ivan? I'm thinking, what if I do a Knights of Ren hunting Luke and he defeats them, and that's why they aren't in the movie? Because Luke confronts them. That sounds amazing, actually. Bro, I like it. What do you guys think? Oh, man, look at all the get well for Stephanie. You guys are amazing on that. Luis Gomez, if SJWs are being fought at every angle, DC, EVS in the comics, GNG, EVS in Star Wars, it's brilliant. Greetings from Portugal. By the way, been a fan for a while now. Well, thank you so much, Luis. Thank you. Your support it just means more than you'll ever know. Tabletop Joe, it's definitely a slippery slope, sir, 100%. Thank you. Thomas Gilkey, my buddy, my brother Thomas, our big Patreon supporter for Geeks and Gamers. Let's talk about the next few months, about me coming to visit in Florida, going to New York City to hang with Miguel and Alex soon. Keep okay being incredible. And if you're not familiar with that, Miguel and Alex is the editor-in-chief for geeksandgamers.com, and Miguel is our anime guy. We're building an anime channel right now. So yeah, they're both from New York. Thomas is Thomas is a great guy, and he supports Geeks and Gamers so much. So really appreciate it. I'm way behind on the chat, so I'm trying to catch up. Brian Mills, Teespring, Teespring/Brian Mills shirt 1, resist Kennedy. That's Brian is dropping a link to his Teespring. So there you go. Darth Caesar, American Ninja or Revenge of the Ninja? I don't watch either one of those that much, but I'm just going to have to side with American Ninja because that's the one that jumps out at me. All right, I'm caught up. Put Cecil on your channel. He needs the views. Cecil is I think we're going to do the High Council on this channel next week. I'm not sure. So Cecil will get some love, okay? Trust me on that. The anime channel is in the early stages. If you guys want, Lauren, can you go get the Anime Lately channel link? If you want to ask Miguel or Siobhan about that. You guys want to see Leia? Do you guys want to see Leia? Is Leia being requested? All right, hang on. I'll go get Leia. Give me just a minute. Where's Leia? Right here. All right, hold on. All right, yes, you want Leia? Okay, give me a minute. All right, here she is. Here's Leia. Oh, there's Leia. They've been requesting you, honey. They were requesting you. All right, is everybody happy she's here? She's here. Leia has made her appearance. She is the superstar of the channel. She single-handedly is the reason why we hit 50,000 subs so quickly. She's not gonna bark. She's camera shy. So look at the chat, honey. Can you read? Look at that. They are so happy to see you right now. They are so happy. All right, she's gonna take a nap. Okay, she's gonna take a nap, and let's get back on here. Did I miss any chats, Lauren? Oh yes, I did. Jesus. Okay. Core Maya. I don't know how to say that one. Core Maya at 07. Of course, I took us off the chat here. Do you think the Forbes article on white males being box office poison will represent the future rationalization of Kathleen Kennedy for more social justice warriors in future episodes? No, I don't. I think that look, bottom line, Disney is going to say what they want to say publicly. Disney is not a dumb company. Disney is a very smart company. Bob Iger is a very smart man. They're going to say what they want to say publicly. They know what's going on. They're not oblivious to this. Now, they're going to continue to project publicly, but behind the scenes, they know what's going on. They know they have to fix the problem. They are not going to let Star Wars die. They're going to continue to try what they want to do, but they're getting slapped with reality right now. So I think behind the scenes, they know exactly what's going on. Michael Bomer says, Solo flops. Kathleen Kennedy has paid the price for her lack of vision. Very nice. Very nice. In fall, congratulations on 50K, Jeremy. The support you are getting is amazing, but why don't Disney understand that they are disenfranchised? The fans are desperate to give them, are desperate for them to give us a reason to take our money. I think they're getting that, and I kind of just played on that a few minutes ago. They're getting slapped with reality. I really firmly believe that. Behind the scenes, they know what's going on. They're talking about it. I know they're talking about it. There's no way they aren't recognizing the problems. Again, when I made my predictions about Solo, I was hedging my bets and saying, hey, if I'm wrong, guys, I'll admit I'm wrong, which I don't know if that's called hedging your bets, but I was letting everyone know it wasn't a certain to me. You could have thought before Solo that Star Wars was indestructible and it could take anything. You could do anything with Star Wars and people are just going to come out and see it because the name Star Wars is slapped onto it. That's not what happened. And this has been a reality smack right in the face for them. So behind the scenes, I promise you they're discussing it. It doesn't mean they're going to fix it immediately, but they're aware of what's going on. Dr. Hope's sick notes. Congrats on 50K. Doubt you've been answered this before, but what are your thoughts on Rian Johnson saying he likes films to divide people? Power to you and EVS. And then Dwayne Morrison, $1. Thank you, Dwayne. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm going to be honest with you guys. As much as I can't stand Rian Johnson, and I can't stand the way that he has acted, it's hard to, like, how many years ago was that? It's really hard to hold someone accountable for the words they said so long ago. And so from that perspective, I kind of don't want to go. I don't like to hold him accountable for saying something that long ago, but the parallels are really hard to ignore. The fact that he did say specifically that he did not want a film that universally was loved, that he wanted a film that would divide people and anger people. It's tough, man. It's a tough call. Bottom line, I just don't like Rian Johnson, and I think he's a douchebag. And I think it's probably fair to say that he did get exactly what he wanted with The Last Jedi. And if he's not held accountable, and if he's handed this trilogy, there's no way this man's going to do anything different. If you perceive what Rian Johnson is doing as bad, and I get that that's up for debate and it's all subjective. If you perceive what he's doing as bad, then you have to look at it and go, if you're rewarding bad behavior by giving him a trilogy, you can't expect him to change. So if he goes through with this trilogy, you can't expect the man to change. So we're going to get more of the same. That's the way I look at it. All right, so far behind, trying to catch up. Just Dad Do It. I don't know how you say that. Just Dad Do It. Disney spent billions to build Star Wars lands in Walt Disney World and Disneyland Paris. How long before Kathleen Kennedy can say she is repelling? Man, you're. I think you said you're from France, so the typing's a little off. I'm trying to read it out better, and it's no fault of yours. I appreciate it. So. Disney spent billions to build Star Wars land in Walt Disney World, Disneyland, and Disneyland Paris. How long can Kathleen Kennedy stay? or has she been repelling more potential visitors to the parks? Okay. Sorry about that. I don't know how much Kathleen Kennedy is going to do with the theme park attendance for Star Wars Land. Star Wars Land, even for me, someone that didn't go see Solo, I'm going to Star Wars Land. Star Wars Land sounds incredible. I'm not passing on Star Wars Land. Now, a lot of that's because I'm a huge theme park fan, but I'm not passing on Star Wars Land. There's no way. I don't know how much Kathleen Kennedy and her Star Wars is going to affect attendance at the theme parks. I think this is specifically to the movies right now. The theme park crowd is a whole different animal. It's a good question, though, and I apologize for butchering the hell out of it. William Robertson, what do you think of Joss Whedon? Would he make a good Star Wars movie? Thanks. As a director, I think he's a really good director. As a person, I think he's nuts. And his politics drive me crazy because he's so out there, man. He is like unhinged on social media. He almost makes Trump look normal on social media. But I think I would like to see a Joss Whedon Star Wars movie. I would have to separate his politics, which is fine. I do that all the time with people in Hollywood. It's just he's so vocal about it. But I would like to see a Joss Whedon Star Wars movie because of what he did with the Avengers. Rocky Perez, 50K subs. Congrats, Jeremy. Thank you so much. Lich Gore, Daddy Iger got his belt out and is why you don't hear from Kathleen Kennedy and gang. Yeah, well, he needs to get Chuck Wendig and John Kasdan under control. Man, there's so many comments. Voorhees67, Jeremy, G&G's website was the first channel, or G&G's was the first channel I watched and led me down the rabbit hole to all these other channels. Thanks for not putting your balls in Kathleen Kennedy's purse. Thank you. Richard Smack says, can I just say thank you to Jeremy Johns for saying everything a fan has been thinking but never said, but the Shield media sites. Thank you. Well, shout out to Jeremy Johns if you're still watching. Amazing stuff. That Star Wars girl, my homegirl, Anna. Awesome live stream. Jay, congrats on 50K. And you're going to be seeing more of Anna on this channel. Don't worry. So go to That Star Wars Girl YouTube channel. Anna is the best. In fall 1403, will you wear one of your Last Straw or Soilo t-shirts to the Star Wars park? Depending on what's going on, I will consider that. Jeremy, you are the spearhead of our voices. That's from Lawrence. So thank you so much for that. And by the way, so again, I'm working hard to get those Last Straw shirts developed. I'm having my copyright lawyer or my trademark lawyer look at it to make sure we're not going to get any trouble. Because again, Geeks and Gamers is a company. I don't want to be in any legal trouble with Lucasfilm. So we need to make sure that it's different enough from the original artwork. So we are not in any legal situation. My lawyer is out of town until Monday. So hopefully these things will go live on Monday. I will have an answer for you guys. I'm working on it. Let's see. LeBron passes Jordan if he pulls this off. No. Look, LeBron is probably the most gifted athlete I've ever seen in my life. And he is a better all-around player than Jordan. But Jordan hit another level in crunch time. Jordan just hit another level. The only athlete I've seen in my lifetime that hit the levels Jordan hit is Tom Brady. Now, obviously, Tom Brady's not a great athlete. Tom Brady looks like a baby deer when he runs. But, nah, man, it's hard to say because LeBron is closer than I ever thought that LeBron is closer than I thought anybody would get to Jordan. But, yeah, I can't go there. All right, I'm going to move away from sports. We have the Sports Wars channel. So we're almost at 1,000 subs over on the Sports Wars channel because if I keep talking about sports, people are going to stop watching immediately. So I'm moving on. All right, Brian Ryle says, congrats on 50K. This is what happens when you take a risk and being honest online. Keep up the great work. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate that. All right, I'm probably going to wrap this up here in about 10 minutes. So we got 1,200 likes. We broke the 1,000 like threshold. So, Jeremy, can you answer what in the Force is a shill? A shill is someone. So, a lot of people get called shills because they are publicly praising a company or a brand because they are trying to indirectly highlight that brand so they can get in that brand's good graces, which is something that, I've done in the past. Not like directly. I've never said I liked something I didn't like just to getting good with someone or with the intent, but it's something that, you know, you always want to go, oh man, if I can get in good with this company, I can get this and that. And the more I tried to build a politically correct company here with Geeks and Gamers, the more I failed at it. And so now I don't give a shit about press passes. If I don't get press passes to Star Wars Celebration next year, I'll pay my way. I don't care. I don't care about getting review copies or getting to review movies early. I just care about being honest. And so I don't fault anybody for being a shill. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. It's no problem. But some people just take it too far. And so that's my interpretation of it. So, hey, we got Ahsoka Tano in the comments. I'm always happy to see Ahsoka, my favorite Star Wars character. My God, guys, you got to stop. You got to stop with the sports comments because you're going to pull me in because I want to talk about sports and everybody that's watching is going to stop watching. We're going to have like 14 people watching. Kobe LeBron says Kobo Dragon. Kobe is my favorite player of all time, okay? LeBron is better. End of discussion, okay? I will still take Kobe. LeBron's better. Douglas Loudon, 63 years old. As a fan from the beginning, I have been told that that 40 years of enjoyment mean nothing. Idiots like Kathleen Kennedy destroyed something good and fun for their own agenda. I agree with you. The Dark Lord Darth Fang, congratulations on 50K. You'll be at 100K in no time. All hail the Sith. Thank you so much, sir. Wesker75, chances Luke will be alive in episode 9 with no Force Ghost? Possible. I think it's possible. I think they know. How the hell do you make a Star Wars saga movie without any of the main three now? They're all gone. Now, obviously, unfortunately, Carrie Fisher passed and left us too soon. That was unforeseen circumstances. I'm sure Carrie Fisher was going to be a central figure in episode 9, but you don't have any of the big three now. You got to fix this. So I think there's a possibility Luke could be alive. Retroactively, though, obviously. Dermot D did not see Solo. I am not seeing episode 9 and I won't be buying the overpriced merch. Really hoping things change. You and me both. Your comments. I'm seeing all your comments. You're hilarious, okay? You're all amazing and hilarious. I'm trying to keep up with the super chat. Death to Cecil. Paul, that is not nice. Leave Cecil alone, okay? Cecil does not deserve that. Cecil is a lightning rod, dude. A lightning rod. I want to see you guys light this chat up. Either yes, you love Cecil, or no, you don't. Y or N. Yes or no. Let's go. Do you love Cecil or do you hate Cecil? Yes or no? Cecil is a Disney mole. Yes, yes, yes. Yes. No, no. Cecil is more divisive than the Last Jedi. Cecil commented yes. Oh my God, this is great. All right, you guys are fantastic. All right, so you guys know the drill at the end of these live streams. Okay, hang on. We got another super chat. Michael Hand says, "Do you watch Stranger Things?" Love Stranger Things. Stranger Things season 1 is one of the best seasons of television ever, and I thought season 2 was almost as good. It was complemented season 1 extremely well. I think Stranger Things is phenomenal. Zebulon Pike, your thoughts on a Nolan Bros Star Wars trilogy? Well, I mean, you guys know I will take anything from Christopher Nolan. I personally have never wanted to see a Christopher Nolan movie or like a Star Wars movie because I want Nolan to work on more original things. But in these chats, many people have mentioned a Nolan Cad Bane movie or a Ventress movie. I think that would be fantastic because, number one, it would get you a lesser known character because obviously Cad Bane or Ventress, they're not like marketable characters because most people don't know who they are. But if you put Christopher Nolan in charge of that and it'd be dark and gritty like Batman Begins and it would be in the prequel era, it would be cool. So, but yeah, I mean, I would take Nolan doing anything, but preferably I want him working on more original stuff and not have his hands tied to a universe with rules. To Thomas Gilkey, any updates on Patreon, by the way? And when can you get to $100? I'll donate $100 a month. I love Cecil because that's an awesome name. Yeah, it's still working on the Patreon. We're trying to update the Patreon. Things have been so busy lately, but I promise you it's coming. I promise you there's just been so much going on. John Madden says, saw Mahler's review of Solo, and it sounds like a lot of people plot points explaining his backstory are writer's room Hollywood executive cringe. Yeah, I need to watch that. Okay, light it up. Where are you watching from? I'll see you all tomorrow for the live stream. Light it up. Tell me where you are watching. Thank you all for joining the live chat. Thank you to Jeremy Johns for donating tonight and watching and his shout out and just everything. That's amazing. So here we go. Light her up. I want to see it. Ireland, Spain, Wakanda, New York, Canada, Australia, Brazil. Oh, man, there's a super chat I got to catch. Hang on. Where did it go? Where did that damn thing go? There it is. Jeremy, if you haven't seen this article, go see it. It's the Daily Caller. Yeah, I saw the Daily Caller shouted me out. Sarasota, Florida, Oregon, Canada, Puerto Rico, Montreal, Finland, Alderaan. Tomorrow, you guys have a great night. May the force be with you.